South Florida Bourbon Guy here, another daily bit from the barrel, and I'm going to answer a question from my friend Jason that I work with. He's a Scotch drinker. He asked me, Rossi, can you give me 4 bottles as a recommendation to try, since I'm a Scotch drinker and I'm getting new to bourbon? So I know that there's plenty of them out there, and I'm actually hoping that some of you post comments after I post this video on what you would recommend. I'm not a Scotch drinker. I don't particularly like it. I think it burns the back of my throat. I've tried several different types of Scotch. It's just not for me. But knowing what I know about Scotch and knowing what I know about my friend that likes to drink the Scotch and, picking his brain, these are kind of 4 different bottles that I recommended. The first one I recommended was Buffalo Trace. Now, Buffalo Trace is easily accessible. It's relatively priced. You can get a bottle down here in South Florida for under $30. I think Buffalo Trace has an overall great profile. It's consistent, the quality is good, and it's an easy transition from drinking Scotch. So that's the first one, Buffalo Trace, just a regular Buffalo Trace. The second suggestion that I gave him, and actually gave him a bottle, was a 9-year Knob Creek from Jim Beam. Now, why the Knob Creek? Why the 9-year? I think the Knob Creek has some smoky notes in it. It kind of pulls those smoky notes, those oaks, the earthy feeling, I guess the earthy notes out of it, the vanilla. I think Knob Creek 9-year, again, relatively accessible, relatively priced. You're not going to break the wallet. I think that was my second recommendation. Now I'm going to start going into maybe higher rye profiles. So my third recommendation was a single barrel 4 Roses, the OBSF or the OBSV recipe. I recently bought both of those and realized that there's a higher rye concentrate, or a higher rye percentage, so to say, in those barrels. Now, again, because he's a Scotch drinker, he likes it a little spicier, a little hotter. I think going with the higher rye profile might be the way to go. So my third recommendation was the 4 Roses. And my fourth and final recommendation is a high rye bourbon recipe mash bill, and I went with Wild Turkey 101. And I said, if you like those high rye flavors, and again, the spicier, you want a little bit of heat on the back end, Wild Turkey 101. There you have it. Those are my 4 recommendations. Thanks for following the South Florida Bourbon Guy with another daily bit from the barrel.